Hi, friends. Good evening. My name is Lisa Schmidt, and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Welcome to New in the Studio. I'm excited tonight to show you a stamp set and die that's called Notes and Totes. Sorry, my ear got itchy. All of a sudden, Notes and Totes. And it is a very, very cute set bundle. And I'm going to show it to you today. And then also on Saturday, I'm going to show you more because I cannot show you everything tonight by any means. So we're going to go ahead and get started. And I can't show you the catalog yet, but coming up soon, May 6th, I can. So the paper that we're going to use is not on the camera, but I have it. Dave will put that on for some reason.
But it's not showing up. Let's just do this.
It's coming. Anyway, how is your Monday? Well, there it is.
There it comes.
How is your Monday? How's your Monday going? So how is your Monday going? This paper is called Thoughtful Journey, and it is carrying over into the catalog. It's a 6x6, and it has a lot of really cool watercolor pictures. So let's just look at some of those that you can use. This is the one I'm going to use tonight. And even that, I mean, that looks like an ocean. And you'll see why Notes and Totes sort of has an ocean feel to it. Here's one in the, I guess this is the one that maybe I'm using, the blues and greens. Very similar to the other one. Ooh, so pretty. This almost looks like birds in the sky. And this one, what's on the back of that one? Oh, so lots of different kind of seascapes or scenes, or I don't know what you would call them, but it's very pretty, called Thoughtful Journey. All right, so that's what I'm going to use. And I decided, it's interesting because I looked at the colors on the back, and one of them is boho blue, which boho blue is going away, but this is staying. So I was like, oh, that's interesting. So I'm going to use Misty Moonlight because that is still here. So that's going to be my card. Oops. My card base in Misty Moonlight. Would you like to see the stamp set? I got so excited. So here's the stamp set. And the stamp set is great, but it is nothing without the dies. So let me show you. The dies actually make, I taped them on here because this is what I die cut out. Sunglasses, a water bottle, a bag, thus the tote. These are the little tabs you put on the bag, and the handle, a pocket, and pieces on the tote. So as I put it together, you'll see this is really what the
Hey Tina, hey Patty.
Great part of the set is. Also, you can make a fence, which I'm going to do with this. I previously die cut out some fence pieces. So I said I'm going to start with Misty Moonlight. I'm going to layer on white and then layer on this. So that is how I'm going to, that's where I'm going to build. I guess we could stick those together. We'll go ahead and do that. Was that Tina you said hi to? Is that what you said?
And Patty.
Hi. Hi. Okay, so obviously just cut this down 1/4 of an inch more. So it's 4 by 5 1/4. And then this one is cut down 1/4 more than that, which makes it 5 by 3 3/4. Oops, I want it this way. All right, so that's what we're going to build on. Okay, so just that. Let me move that over. We're going to make our fence first. So actually, I'm going to bring it back in, and we're going to I'm going to lay out the back of the fence.
Hey, Mary Jo.
So it's upside down right now. And that one's right side up, but I'm going to turn it upside down because these pieces are going to go in the back, and then we're going to flip the whole thing over. And actually, I'm good with it just like that. I do not feel like this has to be a very even fence. So I am going to...
On the beach, it's almost never even.
Exactly right. I'm trying to think about the best way to do this without... I guess I'll just put them... Oh, well, look at that. Right here. I don't know that you probably can't see that. I have another... Right there are 3 little dots. Right here are 3 little dots. And I'm guessing that's where the fence post goes because I was thinking, well, where do I put the glue and what do I do? And so I'm going to put some glue right on those 3 dots. And then I will stick this on, like I said, upside down. There is a right side and a wrong side.
Because you think that should go in the back?
Yes, because I'm going to put it in the back.
Interesting.
Correct.
Okay.
And then we'll flip the whole thing over. All right, let me grab the other one. Here's the other one. Yes, and we'll stick this on here. And because I saw somebody do it and I was like, oh, maybe that. And then I looked in the catalog and sure enough, it was behind it. So, you know, they get paid to do that, create. So I just thought, okay, I'll do it. All right, so there is that. I'm going to let that sit for a moment before I try to turn it over. Okay, so here's our some of our fun pieces. So the first thing we're going to do is I'm actually going to, this is just basic beige, and I'm going to make a bit of sand just by tearing it. This just happens to be like that. So we're going to cut that so it's straight. We're going to go 4. Yep, 4 is what it would, nope, 3 3/4 is what that would be. And I do want it to be straight. It just happened to be a piece that I pulled out that happened to have that little hexagon shape. So this is going to be, I'm going to move this off so it can dry. This is going to be our sand right here. And I might actually put another piece of sand underneath it. Kind of fun when you have layers, sort of like snow. I think it's kind of fun to layer a little bit more. Maybe, we'll see. Yeah, I mean, I think there can be layers of sand, don't you think, Dave?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to layer these up and then I'm going to go ahead and stamp on them with some sand. With some little dots that look like sand. All right. So, oops, I want that a little bit higher. There we go. We'll do that. Okay. And then I'm going to do this side. Just grab a little bit here and add. I like the part that shows the inside on the front. Let's see, maybe just like that. I think that's pretty good. I don't like this. It's a little bit sharp right there, so I'm just going to get rid of that. I'm tearing forward because that gives me that edge there. Okay, let's go ahead and stick this whole. Oh, I think I need to stamp it first. So let me grab my silicone mat. Since I already put adhesive on it, that'll be just fine. And we're going to stamp it in our basic beige because it is basic beige. And the little sand looks like this. So it's just little dots. So we'll just put some little sand dots all over. It doesn't show up. It just is kind of a light bit here. If I wanted it to show up at more, I could have used crumb cake to make it, but I'm just doing sand. And as you can see, I am not being careful at all, just making sand. So can you see that? Yeah. You can see the sand. All right, now that I have adhesive on here, see that acrylic sheet is so useful, especially when you jump ahead or have sticky stuff you don't want to stick to other things. All right, so let's go ahead and put our sand on here. Oh, it's a little short. That's okay. I'm just going to center it. There we go. And we should be able to, at this point, pick up our fence. There we go. And I'm going to need to trim the edges a little bit. So let's see, how can I do that efficiently? I'm just going to grab some scissors. I'm just going to trim them a little bit and see.
Yep.
What?
Seems like your snips would do just fine.
Yeah, I'm just going to cut off a little bit on that side. That's going to sit kind of on the sand, sort of like that. And I'll just cut off a little bit on this side. And then this one just needed a tiny bit. Oop. All right, let's see if that, yeah, I mean, it kind of looks like a wobbly fence, which is what I think it looks like on the ocean, on the sea, on the, what am I trying to say? On the, when you go to a sand dune. I'm just going to use this glue because I don't want my other adhesive to pull this all apart. So I just put it together. So this one has a lot of die cutting, and that's kind of what makes it look so cool, though. There we go. There's our fence. Okay, great. Isn't that fun? Little fence. And you could put that in the front. I think it could go either way. Now we're going to make our bag. So I'm going to set this aside. So here is our bag. This is the big piece of our bag. And it has score lines. So I'm going to fold it on the score lines. It also has some stitching on the bottom here. I will fold that on the score lines. Can you come closer? Because this is all really small. Can you come closer?
Yes. Sorry.
This piece is for if I'm going to make it a 3D piece, I would use this little piece right here. I'm not going to make it a 3D piece, so I'm just going to cut that off. I don't need it. All right, so all of this is going to stick on my card, like kind of out like that. That's my tote. But I don't want to put it on yet because I want to add a few things to it before I glue it on. One being the stripe across the bottom. Come on, how cute is that? I'm going to grab my acrylic mat again. And I can't wait to make
Silicone sheet.
silicone sheet. I can't wait to make a 3D one of these because I just think, how cute is that? A little tote. All right, so there's the stripe on the bottom. That's the piece that, that it sits on. Then we have these pieces that go actually probably underneath or on top. Underneath, I guess. Oopsie. I'm going to do that first. Stick these two pieces on. And this is strawberry slush, which I just ordered 2 more packs of because I was out of strawberry slush already. Okay, so these are the little handles that go, just looking at my picture here to make sure, yeah, it goes on the outside of it's going to go there, and it's going to go here, and then we'll put that bottom piece back on. There we go. Oh, they have it over it. Anyway, I'm going to put it under it. I think that looks better for this one. There we go. And then I am going to put a little pocket in the middle. How cute is that? And we might as well pop up our pocket because we can, right? Why not? And if you wanted to, you could actually put something in the pocket. So I'm going to put just 3 there. So in case we want to put something in the pocket, we still can. Ooh. Stand up my glue. All right, so there's our pocket. All right. Now we are going to, let's see, we still have we still have our handle to put on. They look like headphones. I bet we could do something with that with headphones. So I'm going to put my handle on here. Let's stick that on. And I'm just going to use our little multi-purpose glue and stick that on here. I mean, you could totally use this as a Barbie little tote. Now, this part I'm dying about. So these little pieces, there's 2 dies. Let me show you which ones. There's 2 dies. It's actually these 2 right here. And these dies have a triangle as well as these little tabs. The little itty bitty tabs, they look like little fish. So, but the little tabs go right here as little decoration. Goodness gracious. Sometimes I'm like, well, who designed that? That's just so fun. So those just go there. Here's the second one. Like that. Somebody calling me?
Yes, that's my mom.
It's your mom. Your mom always calls when things are happening. Okay, so there's that. Now, another one of the, I guess we can go ahead and put this on because we want this. It's going to pop up a bit, pop out a bit. So we're going to put adhesive on. I'm going to use our regular adhesive on our 2 outside flaps. So I'm going to put on this flap and I'm going to put it on this flap right there. And that's going to tuck under. I don't think oh yes, I do. I need it on that. All right. So here's our bag. And our bag's going to kind of sit down here on the beach like this, like that. And that bottom one is on like that. Okay, so it kind of pops out.
Nice.
You see that? How it pops out so nicely. Now, we want to add a few more things. So I die cut out a seashell, and I thought we could put the seashell on it. I just did this. It's just very vanilla. And you could...
Can you move it over just a bit?
I'm so sorry. You could color it. You could die cut it out a different color. But I'm just going to put a little seashell like down here. And that I am just going to adhere on. Look at this. It like actually comes apart like a seashell. That's kind of fun. I don't know that a seashell comes apart like that, but all right. So there's that. We also have, I die cut out a little water bottle. Come on. And the water bottle, if I didn't lose it, has a little hanger. All of a sudden I'm like, where's my hanger? And the water bottle we're going to stamp on. So this is a parakeet party, and I'm using Granny Apple Green to stamp a little sun on it. Just so my water bottle has some decoration on it, right? There we go. And let's just
So
see.
many little details.
There are so many details. See if I can find that little hook. The little hook is very small. It's this right here. It's that little piece right there. Very small. So it may, I'm hoping it's here. I'm thinking it might be stuck to my sweatshirt. Anyway, because the hook we can hang it on, or we can put the water bottle, maybe we'll stick it in the pocket. Oh, my dimensionals there. We'll see. We also have sunglasses. So I did these, I die cut
If you wanted to
these.
stick it in the pocket, you could just snip it a little bit.
Oh, good call. I did double die cut these. So I did them in the parakeet party and in black, because we're going to do black on the inside here. Where's my other black thing? There it is.
For dark glasses.
Yeah,
Very
exactly.
dark glasses.
Sunglasses. Well, yes, sunglasses. And I'm thinking they overlap just a little bit, because otherwise, how would you stick them in there? So let's go ahead and put
Well,
these.
where are you going to put them on the cart?
Well, that is the question. Maybe those are sticking out of the. You're thinking build it on the card?
Yeah.
Could be. But let's see.
Because it's not. Go ahead.
It's not going to stay.
No, because it's the size of the opening, because that's how you cut it out.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Move it down a little bit, please.
Sorry. So, yeah, I think we'll just tuck those in there. I think that's fine. And then we'll put the water bottle somewhere else. So I'm going to, oh, then it covers up my cute little, we'll just put them more at an angle. Where do we want to put sunglasses?
I would do them hanging across the handle.
How about there?
No.
Like, what do you mean? I don't
Where you
understand.
had them first.
What?
Where you had them first.
Over here, tucked
Partway
in a little
in,
bit?
yep,
Okay.
and
All right.
up.
So
Put it on the back.
hang on. So we're going to tuck it in. Oh, like that. Perfect. All right. So I'm going to put some right here. Ooh, that was a lot. Must have been sitting upside down for a moment there. That's too much. Okay. So that's going to go right there. I don't want to cover up that cute tab.
You've got one on the other side.
I know, but it's just so cute. All right. There we go. And then we'll get that other black one. And that can, oh, why is the glue coming out so fast? That's not, I don't want that. That's too much.
Hey, Diane.
All right, well, that's got to be what it's going to be. Oh, there's 2 layers there. There we go. All right, so we're going to drop that little black in there. Come on. There we go. Make our little sunglasses. So cute. And then what else? Oh, we have our water bottle. So, and then we also have, we could use a heart here if we wanted, or I'm going to use one of these triangles right here, just as a little bit of decor. Is it decor? What do we call it? Just a little decoration on it. Like, you know, it's like the emblem that they put on totes. Like that. There we go. And then I think I'll just have the water bottle sticking out a bit like
Yep.
that. I
Yep.
think that'll be fine. I'm going to pop that up on dimensionals. So it actually looks like it's sticking out, because I don't see the hanger, but the hangers, you could hang it on here, which is cute, but that's okay. That's for another time then. So we're just going to have this sticking out of here like that. Let's see, did I put on all the pieces I was thinking? I think so. One thing I was so excited to make it that I was going to stamp the yellow, the lemon lolly, with the pattern here, the flowers, but I didn't. That's okay. There also is, you can have a, let me pull these out. Goodness. Sticky and sticky and sticky. Why is nothing working for me right now? There we go. You can also have, this is a bandana. So if you wanted to hang a bandana off your bag, you could do that. Got a starfish.
More of a scarf.
A scarf.
I think it's a little like Hermes scarf that you would hang off the edge.
Sure. This is made to be a handle. So you could have a
We
different,
can't see it, so I'll move the card on.
you could have a different kind of handle here with the stripes coming down. You have a cup. So you could have a cup in addition.
A
You
tumbler.
can do these, a tumbler, exactly. We have a little tag. But interestingly to me, there is not a word here that fits in the little tag. So that would be something you would, I don't know, put something else on the tag. There also is lotion, which is to me a funny thing, but lotion, a little lotion
Let's
bottle.
see. Oh, sunscreen.
Sunscreen, yes, or if you're doing a different kind of thing. And then there's also, you could make a backpack using this, a little backpack. So obviously I did not, I really do feel like I barely scratched the surface of this. And I'm looking, because this keeps popping up, I'm wondering if on the bottom I would use tear and stick tape. But let's go ahead and stamp some words. We need something, and I was thinking relax and enjoy, which how fun is that? I'm going to stamp it in strawberry slush. I'm going to stamp it right there across the top. Did you hear Dave? I heard Dave.
Slide it down a little bit, please.
All right. So lots of dies, lots of fun things to do with it. I'm sure there's, like I said, there's way more than I have even scratched the surface, but at least I thought, oh, this is a fun one. All right. Relax and enjoy. There we go.
It got blurry because you leaned in front.
Oh, sorry.
So it focused
All right,
on your
there we go.
head for a minute.
How cute is that? And you could tuck something in there. And I think the idea, actually, I know the idea is you could make a little newspaper, because newsflash, exclusive, so grateful, a true story. So you could put a newspaper like poking out, or newsletter poking out of your bag if you wanted to. And you could also put another handle on the other side. So many possibilities. But what do you guys think? What do you think?
We see cute.
It is cute. It is cute. And like I said, it's a lot. It's mostly die cutting more than stamping. And I'm going to show you some other things on Saturday, like a baby card, making this like the baby, what are we thinking? What am I calling it? Baby, the stuff you put the diapers in.
Diaper bag.
Yeah, thank you. Diaper bag. We're kind of far away from that. But isn't that fun? And then you just, you just mail it and it pops back up. So fun. All right. You bought the set for the bag. Nice. Nice, Mary Jo. Well, let me know what you make with it, because I'm working on making lots of things, and it's just kind of fun. So that's what I have for you, friends. Like I said, on Saturday, I will show you some more things you can do with these totes, notes and totes. And I think actually what would be really fun is to make a 3D tote and put notes in it. Maybe that's what it's made for. I don't know. Anyway, I hope you have a great week and happy stamping.